going to Goodwill to get rid of some things. 2 bags of things. Maybe I'll find something there as well. I got these plates from Goodwill, 6 of them. They're a bit smaller than my other ones, so I will be able to limit my food intake a bit more than before. Okay, I'm about to do something probably really stupid. Look, here. A whole tub of bilberries that I mushed up. It was yesteryear's bilberries that I handpicked. I have a paintbrush of sorts. I am going to take this with me into the bathroom. Okay, see the color? See the color of my hair right now? Darkish blonde. You know, I'm sure someone has done this before. And it's not like I couldn't, for example, Google if this is a good idea. Or, you know, my aunt is a hairdresser. My friend is a hairdresser. And my sister has been educated as a hairdresser. So, I do have a lot of people who could tell me if this is the dumbest idea to mankind or if this is gonna work. Now, like I said, look at my hair. It is dark blonde. My hair is more stubborn than all fins combined, and it will do what it wants to do. So my prediction is my scalp is gonna end up purple, bluish, reddish purple, but my hair is gonna stay the same. Oh. Oh well. I want to let my inner child out to play, so this is what I get. Wish me luck. A little bit of cleanup while I wait. Jesus. I look like a murder victim. Thank God for wet rooms, although there's a lot of bilberry goop in there. But yeah, now we wait for about an hour. What the hell am I doing? So, are you guys ready to see my hair? I still have some blueberry gunk all over the floor. Let's see. 3, 2, 1. Did absolutely nothing. My hair is exactly the same as it was before. Not even a bit of red or blue or anything. Just dark blonde. Wah. Đây under bawat muka. Hello. I'm doing a kind of impromptu video thing. I've been very, very down this last week, and actually also last week. So this week and last week, and it's there's a lot of changes happening in my life. Let's go somewhere more comfortable instead of in front of the computer. And a lot of things ending, and I've always had a really hard time with endings, and let's say goodbyes. No, Houdini. Hi. Hey. Nay is trying to eat my pear. 2 weeks ago, my rehabilitation group leader, who has been a very, very good help to me, Eija is her name, she decided to quit for personal reasons, and she had some very, very nice words to tell me before she quit, and I kind of was hit at how important she has been for my rehabilitation, and how much she meant to me in that. Also, I just took Houdini out, so I'm sweaty as per usual. But then I kind of got the whole school thing rolling, and I still haven't accepted the school thing, even though I should, and I will. But I'm having kind of my own trauma thing to deal with at the moment. These changes, they kind of cause a traumatic reaction in me. I feel like I'm being abandoned, even though that's not the case. When I accept the school invitation and I start the school, then my group will automatically end. And in fact, I only have 2 more days left, and next weekend and the week after that. And I'm having a really, really hard time dealing with that. I've been away from the group the last 2 times because I've created physical symptoms to cover up my sadness over the fact that the group is going to end, and I'm not going to be part of that group anymore. And there are some people that I really love in the group. I mean, I love everyone in the group. Everyone in the group is so special to me, and have in many ways been very educational to me, maybe, or their personality has given me a different kind of support. There's this man who is, I'm not allowed to mention anyone by name or in any way make it so that anyone can figure out who it is. So it's really hard to try to describe what they meant to me, and I know I'm supposed to tell them to their face, and I think I will, but I need to get it out first. But yeah, there's this man who has he's calm, and he's like a mountain, or a rock or something, that he's so stable, and this sort of like energy of quiet confidence that I need, and that has been sort of teaching me to I want to be that as well. I want to be this quiet, confident person, and I want to be stable like a mountain, with roots deep underground, and I kind of leaned on him for support in that. He didn't even have to do anything. Him being there was enough to stabilize me. Then we had this kind of rocker chick, let's put it like that, wild and kind of free, and free with her sexuality, or open about it and unashamed of it. And I feel kind of jealous of her for that. She's always unapologetically herself, and that's something that I struggle with, that I've always struggled with, and so I want to emulate that part of her. There's a new person in the group that I unfortunately won't be able to get to know that well, but I wish her all the luck, and I hope she gets as much out of these people as I do. And then we have this quiet artistic girl who's starting to open up, and I feel she's much younger than me, and I kind of feel this sisterly love towards her. I want her to bloom and and succeed, and I want her to succeed, and I want her to open up more. And she kind of reminds me of myself in that she also struggled with depression, and when that depression hits, she blocks herself away, or like stays away. And so I guess I see in her a younger me, and I kind of just want to hug her and say that everything is going to be okay, and you're strong enough, and you can do this, and you're an amazing person. And but I can't, because that's awkward. Then we have this very wise woman who has been dealing with a lot of her own issues already, and she has so much knowledge in everything. And when I sit there and I'm confused about something that I do, then she immediately comes up with, well, maybe it's this, or maybe it's that, or of course you're doing it like this because this is how it's done when you're like this. and it always opens up new things in my mind, and I'm like, oh, maybe. And then I start processing it in a different way. And so she always has so much. She has a different kind of knowledge as well. Let's put it like that. She isn't just, like traditional smart. She's differently smart. She thinks in ways that other people might not think about. I really enjoy the fact that she has so many planes of knowledge, and she picks random pieces of information from there, from all those planes of knowledge that she has, and then just gives it to you. And then the last one is, she's very also kind of more on the quiet side, but she's got this nobility about her. She's very noble, and she's very loving and giving and caring. She's got this kind of, she's thinking about everyone, and I mean, I wish she would be thinking more about herself as well. But she's, yeah, I would maybe describe her as noble, just regal in some way. Even though it feels kind of like I'm getting kicked out of the group, even though that's not at all what it is. And I felt kind of angry at the ones who got to stay, and I feel like, well, if I have to stop the group, then they should also do it. They should stop with me, and then they should, not go there as well, and we should all quit together. And it's kind of like this kind of, it's a very selfish feeling. That's the child part in me that says, well, if I can't have it, then you can't either. And so I was angry at them for continuing the group when I wouldn't. And and that's, and that's no fair either to them, and that, I mean, that's the wrong way to think. And so I have to deal with this as well. And when school starts, it's not just the rehabilitation group that ends for me at Houdini. It's my contact with my social worker, who has been working on my case for 3 years now, maybe a bit more. Eventually, it's going to end the contact with her as well. And Anu, my social worker, she has been so very important to me. I know I have done all the growing and accepting the challenges, but she has been there, kind of quietly pushing, and like a mother, kind of like pushing enough away to where I can test and see, is this going to work for me? And if it doesn't, then she will just gracefully and warmly accept me back, and then push me out again. And it's been like this sort of warm embrace and kind words and encouragement. And oh no, I'm feeling like I'm going to cry. It's been like she's always been there, and I could ask her for help with anything. And I think that's, I'm going to miss her the most. And I kind of feel like maybe she's like that mother, and she's gonna feel proud once I leave the nest, so to speak, and I can fly on my own. But to me, it feels like, but what if I can't fly? And I should be flying, and I should do well to make her proud and to show her that I can do it. You helped me, and you taught me well, and I think I'm afraid that I'll fail her, that maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I'm not doing it well enough. And what if I disappoint her? And I know she's not like that. She's not, she wouldn't be disappointed in me. But I'm still afraid that she would be. And then, of course, I mean, there's another social worker as well, Magda, who has always been there in the group as well. She's in the rehabilitation group as you know, group leader, and she's always there, like sometimes more quietly, just sitting there as sort of energy to give, and sometimes she pushes, and sometimes she brings you back as well, you know, kind of like Anu, in that there's like she pushes, and then you can fall back if you need to. It's hard. It feels kind of like all my support is falling away at the same time, and I'm gonna be left all alone, and it's really difficult. These are like the people that I worked with the most, longest, and it's going to be hard to lose all that support in one go, kind of, and at the same time start something new and have to, survive that new thing. And I'm noticing that I'm sabotaging myself. I like I said, I haven't been to the group for like the last 2 times, and I know part of it is the sabotage, that I don't want to go there because I don't want to deal with this, I don't want to deal with this feeling of abandonment, and the feeling that everyone else is gonna go on without me, and that anger of why am I being left behind, the fear of the new stuff. So I need to deal with this so that I don't end up sabotaging myself and the school stuff, and so that I can go back and just stay in this safe place. But at the same time, I'm very, I wouldn't say bored. I mean, in a way, bored with the group rehabilitation. It feels like my skin is itching, and I want to move on, and I want to do stuff, and I want to. I'm looking elsewhere already, and it's. I've got a Houdini next to me, and so it feels like, yeah, whatever. I've been doing this. How many times are we going to do this? And are we going to the forest again? And okay, another introduction round, and blah blah blah. It's kind of like that feeling, and but at the same time I'm like, no, but I want to stay. Please let me stay. Please don't kick me out. And it's not like anyone is kicking me out. That's what Juha Klavo mentioned in his book, Relational Trauma. That he mentioned one client that he had that was going on vacation and had to take a break from the therapy. And when the client got back from the vacation, they were very angry with Juha because they felt like he had abandoned them when he allowed them to go on vacation. And so I feel like I got this same kind of irrational, I'm the one who's leaving, but it feels like they're abandoning me. and which makes me remind me that I will not be making a Juha Club video this week because I'll be dealing with my own trauma, and you know, I'm trying to deal with that part of my life, and so I won't be making a Juha video. I might talk more about my different kind of therapies, or then there might not be a video at all. I don't know yet. It depends on how my own healing process is going. Right now I kind of feel like I am sitting with my hands over my ears and going, I can't hear you, I can't hear you, I can see you, I don't know anything, I'm not here. and you know, I don't want to be part of the world right now. Not in like, shall we say, like, I don't want to leave this world, if we put it like that, but I also don't want to take part in it right now. I just want to be alone and be angry and sad and having a temper tantrum over these changes. And so I feel like this weekend will go to just taking care of myself and trying to find a different kind of comforting myself rather than food. I feel like I do want to eat. I kind of feel like I want sugar, I want candy, I want to go sit in a corner in my bed under my blankets and eat candy. And that's kind of like how I feel right now, and I don't want to be comforting myself with candy again. So I am going to take this weekend to just deal with this and sort of, yeah, mourn the end of the group, the end of a life chapter, so that I can celebrate the start of a new chapter and move on and move on in a happy way. So, but yeah, that's really what I wanted to talk about. And yeah, bye. See you later. I love you guys. I might be making a new video. Houdini, he's licking my hand. Oh God, the earthquake. Houdini quake. Oh God, now the camera is all wonky. Houdini, you're a silly dog. There's my comfort right there. A cute little dog who causes earthquakes. And oh yeah, that's my pear that I'm going to eat for breakfast. But yeah, I was going to say I love you. Bye. See you later. Okay, bye. I love you guys.